Friendly UAV inbound.
Hey everyone, it's Random, and today I have a really nice gameplay for you on Plaza. So in this game I'm using the PDW and actually going a 31 gun streak, and I miss how good this gun used to be because this gameplay is a fairly old one. I think I got this in January. So this is definitely pre-patch PDW, so if you're going to use this weird class, it won't be as good for you as it is for me in this game. And I do miss how overpowered this used to be, because when I go on my combat record and look how many kills I've got with this gun compared to all my others, it's still got more than double my kills of any other gun, which I still think is bizarre, because I haven't used it in about 3 or 4 months since it got patched and made to a pretty average gun. So I really haven't used it since then, and to still have double the kills of any other gun is just ridiculous, because I think I've got about 12,000 kills with the PDW, which is quite insane to have with just one gun. And then my next one down I think was probably the MSMC or something like that on about 5,000. So to have so many kills with one gun, especially just to get that in the first couple of months, it's just ridiculously insane, and I can't believe it's happened. And you can also tell that this is an old gameplay as well, because I'm playing a bit of Hardpoint, and especially multi-team Hardpoint, because I used to always play multi-team with a couple of mates, or just one mate, or even by myself. It didn't really matter to me. And then playing normal Hardpoint as well, I used to do that a lot of the time, and also play Domination. Those are the two game types I tend to play more than anything. But now these days, not many people play Hardpoint. There may be a couple of thousand people, but generally when you have such a low number of players, it tends to be stacked teams, and your team tends to not be a stacked team, so you're just going to lose every game. So it's really hard to play and actually win the game and get any streaks going. And also, multi-team's even worse for that. I haven't played a multi-team game in the last 2 or 3 months where there's not at least one stacked team in the game, because people tend to play in a team of 3, which I don't blame them, because it makes it a lot easier to play, especially if you all know what you're doing. But personally, for me, when I play by myself, I can't beat 3 players who are all mates, who are all talking to each other, and they're all decent players. I can give them a challenge, but I'm not going to win the game unless my team is a really decent team, which is very rare to find on Black Ops 2 or just in general on any COD. So I don't get to play Hardpoint like I would, and so I just generally upload Domination gameplays now, which is a shame, because I do feel Hardpoint is probably one of my favourite game types ever in Call of Duty, because it opens up all areas of the map and it makes it interesting, and it changes up the playstyle, because Domination's all C, B and A, and then there's not really much else you can do. But with the hardpoints changing, you can get the advantage, and the gameplay changes, the teams spawn in different places, and it's just a really good game type, which I wish more people would play. And in this game, the class I'm using is such a weird setup, and I would personally tweak this, and I'll tell you what I would change. But first I'll just tell you the class that I'm using. So I'm using Lightweight, Ghost, Scavenger, Toughness, Dexterity as my perks. I'm using the PDW with Foregrip and Suppressor, and for some weird reason I'm using no equipment. I don't remember making this class. I don't understand why I had no equipment, and personally I don't think I'd ever make a class like this again. So the things that I would change would be, I'd take off Ghost first off, because I don't see the point in Ghost. You may have it on one class if an enemy team's got constant UAV, and you're having a day where the enemy team's got a lot of UAVs inbound. But generally I'd take off Ghost, personally, because you don't really need it that often. And personally just put on Lightweight, keep Lightweight on and have Hardline, or take both Lightweight and Ghost off and just have Hardline and save yourself 2 points, because I think Lightweight is a bit of an overkill on an SMG. You don't really need that extra speed when you're quick enough anyway. And I'd keep the rest of the perks the same, Scavenger, Toughness and Dexterity. And when I got this gameplay, I thought using Foregrip and Suppressor was a bit of a weird setup on the PDW. But now, because it got completely nerfed and it's not accurate at all, and everything about it is pretty crap, Foregrip and Suppressor might actually work, because I feel both of them do reduce the recoil, so it may make this gun really good. I'm actually going to try that setup out when next time I go on COD. And also, with the 2 extra points you get from taking off Ghost and Lightweight, you could put on an equipment like C4 was the one I tend to use now, but you could use a bouncing Betty if you wanted to, or even a Claymore, and then have a secondary as well, because I never used to use secondaries at this time that I got this gameplay, but now I constantly use secondaries and C4 because they're so good. And I'm going to leave it here, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please give a like rating, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.